Okay, these little seedling bags. I stumbled across this on Amazon when I was, of course, looking at plant supplies. And I thought, wow, what a really cool idea. I did a little research on YouTube looking to kind of see who else is using them, that sort of thing. And I really couldn't find a whole lot. So my head tells me they're going to be great. Are they? I don't know. So I ordered them up because they are dirt cheap, really cheap. So, and it's great for when you want to just like hand somebody a plant and give it away. So you're basically no cost whatsoever. So they're pretty cool. I just usually turn them inside out like that, and then I fold over the top, and I've been using a tablespoon to fill them. I get it nice and full and kind of packed up, and then I put my label in and good to go. So this is kind of an example of one of the ones that I started about 2 weeks ago. As you can see, the roots are coming through quite nicely. So this is just a little salad mix here. So I am pretty excited about this project. So I did one of a whole lot of things, and over the next couple of videos I'll be potting some of those up and kind of showing you how it's going. As far as cons go with the whole little grow bag thing, it's pretty labor intensive. It takes quite a long time to fill these. So, you know, I could fill a tray and have it ready to seed in the same amount of time that it takes me to fill one of these little baggies. I have time. It's fine. And I really like it. But as far as the time goes, that's also a pro, because when I'm going through and looking at my little seedlings every day, I can clearly see by the bottom of the tray that they're sitting in if there's any moisture, because if it's damp, then I know, okay, they're still good. The tray's dry, I can pick it up and just kind of like feel the bottom, and I know exactly how much water they need. So as far as maintenance go, long term, once it's planted, it's way easier to take care of. It holds quite a bit of soil, like a lot more than any of my little cell trays hold, and no root bound, because they pop out like this. So kind of if they're touching each other in the tray, the roots will come out all around. So if they're spaced out a bit, the air will just prune those right off. These were clearly on the bottom of the tray, so they were allowed to grow. So another big advantage of that is there's no transplant shock. So stuff like that I really struggled with last year because of our really short growing season, corn. I'll show you in another video. I planted quite a bit of corn and I got one cob that was not even edible. Normally they say don't start corn indoors, but this was one of the first things that I thought of when I saw those, is no transplant shock. I can actually start my corn ahead of time inside and then plant it out after the fear of frost, which for us can be Father's Day. Yuck, boy, it's cold here. So yep, so no transplant shock. They don't get root bound, easy to control the moisture, hold a lot of soil. I am loving these things. They're awesome. Okay, so since I'm going to do my peas in my hanging basket, I've done my little coffee filter vermiculite trick in here so that it doesn't just have the water running out and it holds moisture better. Okay, so I filled up my hanging basket here with some pre-moistened potting mix. Got my snow peas here. As you can see in the baggie, it's got no problem at all with the roots popping out through that bag. And now it's time to plant. Okay, so I filled up my little pot. I'm going to pop my little seed in there. Give it a little bit of top dress. Whoop, make a mess. Pop my little tag in. Sprinkle some vermiculite on top. And voila, the next batch of snow peas is on the way. Okay, so I grabbed a ceramic pot from out in the garden shed. I'll have to get a nicer bottom, but for now the margarine dish will work. Next up is Loofah. This sprouted so fast, I'll show you a picture of how it looked even like a week ago. And then since then, I've given it some room, so a lot of the roots are pruned off now. But that's a nice little start right there. My first Loofah. Okay, so there she is. Loofah's all planted up. Nice bright sunny window, supplemental lighting inside the house where it's nice and warm. Wish me luck. Next up, Basil. Okay, so for the basil, I picked this little Dollarama jug. It's metal, it's cute, doesn't leak, so that's the winner. Basil's all potted up, looking good on the kitchen table. How convenient is that? Next up is cilantro. Again, an example of how easily the roots can come through on these baggies. I'm really liking these. So I've got 2 of these. I'm going to do them together in this pot here. So yeah, and I'm going to sow more cilantro too now that I've got these potted up so that I have another batch coming up. Cilantro done in the sunroom where it stays for the most part pretty nice and cool. It's getting warm in here now with the sun, but I think it was 6 degrees when I came in here this morning. Brr. Yeah, I know, I've got a messy workstation. But here's kind of another little benefit that I like about these little bags is I've got these tomatoes that I started. So are they leggy? No, not really. They're pretty good. They're nice and stable. But I can make them even more stable without disturbing them by just rolling up this cloth, because I left all this extra here. Well, I could do it if I had 2 hands, but I can just roll this up and then top dress it a bit for even a stronger, more steady tomato. And that's, I think, amazing. I'm going to do the same with this dill here too, because it is actually a little bit leggy, I think, but I've never grown dill before, so maybe that's normal. But I'm going to fold that up, just add a little bit more support. There they are, all topped up, looking good, so they can stay in those baggies for quite a while yet. Awesome. Okay, so since this is a trial with these little baggies after all, I have reseeded all the stuff that I potted up. Call it insurance policy, call it restock on inventory as they mature, whatever. It's awesome. I'm liking this. Okay, so that's about it for today's video. It's probably very choppy because I did a whole lot of little sections at a time. Bear with me. I'm new to this whole video thing and definitely new to talking to a camera. So I'll get better. But anyway, I'll keep you updated on these little grow bags. I'm kind of excited about it. Like I say, I've got the time to fiddle-faddle with the little bags, and I really like the results so far. And I definitely wanted to do these trials early before my real planting begins, because if it doesn't work, I don't want to waste my beautiful seeds or be set back this season, because this season is going to be fantastic. All right, so thanks for watching. Let's get growing. Bye now.